So the reason why he's wearing a muzzle is just in case a dog does run over into his personal space. I personally don't think that he is going to lash out, but just in case he does lash out, I'm making sure that I'm being really responsible for my dog. A lot of people might then go, oh, well, you shouldn't have that dog out and he shouldn't be off a lead, because if he's that way inclined, then, you know, a dog's going to run over to him and he might have an argument with that dog. That dog should never be off the lead. And actually, I would beg to differ on that, because as long as I've got this dog under control, which I will be having him under control, as long as I know that this dog is going to be obedient and he is going to listen to me, which I also know he's going to do, why should he suffer by not having off-lead freedom when he is a very well-trained dog, he is very obedient, and the only thing that he struggles with is another dog running over into his personal space, a dog that hasn't got any recall, a dog that hasn't got any training, comes over and tries to, you know, ruin what we've got going on. At least I know that nothing bad is going to happen. The worst thing that's going to happen is there's going to be a bit of a growl, a bit of a bark. We're going to keep it moving, and it should be no harm, no foul. So for any of you out there that are going, well, that dog should not be off the lead because, you know, if he's going to do that, well, you know, he should be on the lead for the rest of his life. No, he shouldn't be on the lead for the rest of his life. Other people should get control of their dogs, because this dog is going to be under complete and utter control. So yeah, that's a little rant on that, because I know that's something that a lot of people may say, but as long as we have our dogs under control and we are doing everything that we can to keep them and everybody around them safe, there is no reason why they shouldn't be off the lead. Obviously, if you have a dog that is going to actively seek fights and it's going to run around and it's going to start nailing everything that it sees in sight, that dog should never be off the lead. That dog should definitely always be in a muzzle, but he's not that dog, okay? He's a very, very specific type of dog that just might make a bad decision if a dog puts him under too much pressure. So all of this stuff is just to keep that from happening, basically. So anyway, let's go. We're just doing e-collar. So every time he sort of goes a bit too far, I'm going to recall him back on the e-collar. He's going to come back to me. That's going to be awesome. And I'm also going to start practicing the off-lead heel. So I'm going to be using the e-collar to reinforce the heel off-lead, because that is going to be super, super important and super useful when we're in a sticky situation. Let's say we're coming that way and there's a dog coming this way and I want him to heel. So I'm going to do that in a second. I'm going to let him have a little bit more time running around, and then we're going to practice some off-lead heel stuff. So just because we're not being challenged, I don't mind not being challenged. In fact, I quite like not being challenged, because the dog can just have a lovely time. I can have a lovely time. I can work on some stuff that is going to help us if we do find ourselves in a situation, but without actually being in one, which is good. I'm going to pretend that these people here with this buggy they've got a dog. So, Barley, heel. Good. Good heel, bud. Yes. Break. So that was awesome. I didn't even use the remote collar. This dog is pretty smart. I'm about to get blown away in a hurricane. Whoa! But that was brilliant. Oh, okay. We've got some dogs over there, so let's go. I don't know how we get over there. Right, listen. When I say, oh, there's dogs over there, and I'm like, you know, on a mission to get over there, I'm not actually on a mission to go over to the dogs. I'm on a mission to go as close to the dogs as the dogs know that there are dogs there. So I'm just trying to get to a realistic situation where the dog that I'm with knows that there's other dogs there, and I'm able to use the obedience and the training to get my dog to stay with me and care nothing about what the other dogs are doing. And I've just realised that this guy is on the opposite side of this river and I don't know how to get over there. So they aren't dogs that we're going to be able to use. I don't know how to get across. I don't know how to get over there. Maybe it's that way. Barley's thinking about swimming. Are you swimming again? So what we want to be able to do is effectively call our dog into heel in an off-lead situation. So he's running off ahead and I'm going to practice that right now. Barley, come. Heel. Good. Yes. Boop, boop, boop. Heel. Good. And now break. Wicked. So Barley and I have been working on that. We've been working on that a lot. We've been working on that a lot because that is going to be a super, super important part of us walking past other dogs when we're in an off-lead situation. So I need him to know what he's supposed to do instead of trying to scare those dogs away, basically, or just becoming really nervous and just becoming a weirdo when the dogs walk over to him. So what I'm gonna do, I called him a weirdo. You're not a weirdo, mate, don't worry, I didn't mean it. So really important that he knows how to heel so that when I get into those situations, he's got something to focus on. And then also if he's not doing that, and let's say he's making a bad choice, I can hold him accountable for that, because I'll be like, listen, you can heel, you know what we're doing. Just because there's a dog there, nothing has changed other than that dog here. You have to focus on me, you have to keep it moving. Let's go, buddy. So that's going to be what we're going to do in those situations, and that's how it's going to run. If he does anything else other than heel, I'm going to use the remote collar to reinforce. Obviously, if I didn't have a remote collar, I would use the lead. I would pick up that long line and I would reinforce that heel. So the heel is super important. If your dog doesn't know how to heel, then teach them how to heel, because it's going to get you through so many different situations on the lead and off the lead, actually. So yeah, heel, 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 heel. So we've not seen any dogs again. That's cool. We just keep looking. It really doesn't matter if I don't see dogs, to be honest, because we just practice. We just practice. Recall, heel, recall, heel, recall, heel, recall, heel. And we're going to practice that a million times. And we can do that nice and easy with no one around. So as soon as somebody comes around, we're going to be amazing at it and we're not going to struggle. So yeah, not a big deal that we didn't find anyone. It would have been good to have a little challenge. This is a nice big area, so if I was to be challenged, I had lots of space to move around and get away and increase distance if I needed to. I'm definitely not thinking that we're going to be going to any narrow bridle pathways or anything like that at this point. I just think that would be a little bit too overwhelming for Barley if we get into that type of situation. So I want to just give us loads of space at this point. So I'm picking places like this where there is loads of space and nobody's here. So that's fine though. He done some amazing recalls. He has done some amazing recalls. He has done some really good heel work. He's walked with the muzzle the whole time and not really fussed it very much, a little bit, but still really good that he's getting used to walking around in his muzzle. Yeah, so was not a walk wasted. Oh my goodness, that is cold. But yeah, still got a few days left. So we'll just keep trying, we'll keep going to places. I think tomorrow morning I'm just going to go out super early and see if I can catch the early risers and see if I can get them before they're going to work. Maybe if I get up at like, if I get out for like maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock, maybe there'll be some people out at that time. Who knows? We'll find out. Anyway, in a bit.